Saturday night and live on 2K Sports. We've got the excitement of the NBA for you tonight. Hey, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. Here in Houston, it's another home game for the Rockets. Last time they faced off, it was right here at home where they couldn't get it done. They'll be trying to turn things around and climb out of a hole down 2-0 in this season series.
And hard to say whether it was the game plan defensively that let them down or just the inability to really bring the fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Boys, nice time.
And it's the Warriors to start out. Now Golden State's starting 5. Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Bogut out there with Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point guard. And the basket good. Iguodala's got the first 3 points of the night up on the board for the Warriors.
You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Here's Thompson following the score by Houston. Thompson sets the pick for Iguodala. Thompson in the corner, all alone, and he knocks down the jumper. Thompson's got his first points of the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Poked away. Unhindered, going all the way. The big dunk at the end of the break.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside Curry. James against Iguodala. Thompson for the triple. And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Well, from the moment he stepped into the league, Klay Thompson was lights out in terms of shooting. Clark, he has never had a problem knocking one down.
Well, the first player in league history to notch 500 made threes in his first 3 seasons in the league. That is remarkable.
And for Thompson, his three-pointer was his calling card early on, but I love the way he's expanded his game every season. He's become a very good defender and broadened his offensive game as well.
Here is Shaw. He has 6, stolen by Thompson. To the paint. Bogut kicks to Iguodala. Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got his first 2 points of the night.
You know, and speaking of Thompson expanding his game, he's also come out of his shell a little bit. Very quiet early on, but he has gotten more and more comfortable in the league and becoming more outspoken.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Curry kicks to Thompson. That's good. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Really nice way to get your first bucket of the day.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
Yeah, right now they have an advantage in the season series, winning the first 2 contests. And a big reason for that is their offense. Coach says that if they want to make it 3 wins, they'll have to continue to believe in their ability to fill it up. We have a gifted group here, he said. They just need to believe in themselves. We'll see if they can do that here, guys.
Okay, Doris, well, the offensive approach, a primary force in the game plan today, guys.
Yeah, they are out to put up a big number today, and I think they can do it.
Well, that certainly seems to be the goal. I mean, it could be a shootout if their plans come to fruition. They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
And it's Green with the jam.
Well, that's why they're on the lead. Aggressive play at both ends. Very nicely done there.
Absolutely. They make the steal, pay dividends instantly on the fast break.
And so it's Golden State with it, following the score by Houston. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Back to Curry. Launches a three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Curry's got 5 points so far.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Here is Shaw. He's covered by Thompson. Six to shoot. Here's Shaw. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
The finish trips down the breakaway slam.
And that's how you make...
The Bulls play before the hometown crowd, and we've got it live for you right here from Chicago. Well, it was the Indiana Pacers in their last game, a loss to Golden State in Oakland.
Yeah, but
really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. George Hill out there with Ellis. Then there's Ian Mahinmi. Then there's Lavoy Allen. And it's George in the three, the small forward. It's stolen by Allen. Oh, and here we go. Ellis has got it, the fast break chance. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. And Mahinmi has it in the corner. Offline with his three. Last game for Chicago, it was a loss to the Boston Celtics.
And you don't have to go too deep into the box score to figure out why they lost that one. They just had an inability on that day to make shots.
You know, sometimes we talk about a defense getting into the heads of the opposing players, Greg, but that night they got up in their own head. Just got in their own way and couldn't get out of it.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Rose kicks to Snell. Pass to Gasol. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Jordan. The Pacers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Allen. Kept alive by Indiana. And George, here we go. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one. Short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Allen kicks to George. And he gets it to go. George has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
Here's Rose. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Feeds it to Allen. The three from Hill. No good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with the win.
And that last one came right down to the wire. The difference for me being the impact they got from their bench.
Really such a security blanket, Greg, when you can count on that second unit to step in and provide key minutes, especially when the game is in doubt. It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Dishes it to Gasol. From the low block. The shot is good off the backboard. Indiana trailing here. Mahinmi passes to Ellis. On the wing, George. Shot clock at 6. Allen for 3. The rebound by Gibson.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Hill. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Offensive rebound. Here's George. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He's lost it in this quarter, no doubt about it. Nothing seems to be going for him.
Shots good by Butler.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. And the Pacers also making a change. Miles is checked in.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Gibson. Etuan Moore comes in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahinmi. Hill comes in for George. Robinson's checked in for Monte Ellis. And it's Budinger in for George Hill. And it's Moore penetrating. And it's Miles with the rebound. Lots of room. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about. Ready to get underway. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bulls.
You've got to like the consistency with which they're hitting that mid-range jumper.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Doug McDermott is out there with Mirotic. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Etuan Moore. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
To the paint. Count that one. The Bulls' lead has been cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Hill.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
Inside, and it's George finishing it off.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder. And that's exactly what that play looks to be.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago.
Cannot be happy with how things have gone during this run. I think it's a good decision to take a break.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he had to do something. They're getting buffaloed and beat up. He couldn't let that continue. He had to call the timeout there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. On its way from Rose for 2. And again, Chicago, no good. And stolen by Butler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first. Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
And so Butler nails both of them. Inside. Allen dishes to Mahimi. Outside, George. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Kicks it out to Ellis. Outside, Hill. Just 4 to shoot. And George, here we go. And he gets the bucket. George has got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside to make them beat you from deep.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. The Bulls have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Rose. Here's Gasol. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. And it's 6 points for Pau Gasol. They grabbed their own miss.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
That's his first personal foul.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. Number 1, the Bulls.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
And he can't get the first one. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahimi. Hill comes in for Allen. Robinson's checked in for George. And it's C.J. Miles in for Monte Ellis. The Pacers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. The drive by Hill.
Taking a look back over the last month, Kevin, let's see how Indiana stacked up. First in steals, 9th in fast break point. And you know what? They're also in the top half of the league in scoring second chance points. There's room for improvement there, but I don't think they're too disappointed with what they've done in that area so far.
And you mentioned their steals. I mean, it's great defensive anticipation that has them at the top of the rankings. They've been tremendous at reading the offense and getting into those passing lanes.
Here's Rose. Good work defensively by Turner.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Robinson for 3. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That is his first foul of the game. Chase Budinger is checked in for Hill. Rose gets the snell. Back to Rose. Here's Gasol. And the layup falls. Gasol's got 4 this quarter.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Shot on the wing. Outside for Robinson. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jordan Hill. That's foul number 2 for him. Chicago leading. Stolen by Budinger. Gibson with the steal. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession. And as always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. You take a look at the Pacers. And, of course, Chicago. They're tied right now. And Budinger with the stuff.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
To the middle. Gasol. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And these are his second and third free throws tonight.
Pau Gasol.
Second free throw, no good.
Usually free throws are a formality for him. I didn't expect that result when he stepped up there.
Back to Robinson. He kicks it to Budinger. Out to the right wing. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Passes it to Gasol. The Bulls have shot less than 50% at the free throw line today, hitting just 3 of 7.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys. Boy, you really have to admire and like the way that he's taking it to the defense right now.
And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul. Budinger, the pass to Robinson. Rebound by the Bulls.
Boy, he shows a lot of desire when he's fighting for that tough board, and his length doesn't hurt either.
It's all tied in Chicago. The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Paul George really making a difference here.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
On the court for Indiana. They've got Paul George. Ellis is out there with George Hill. Then there's Ian Mahimi. And it's Allen in at the power forward. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, there have already been 5 lead changes, but nobody taking control of them.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
And the basket by Hill.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Offensive rebound. Indiana leading by 3. Scooped up. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. And it's a 5-point Pacer lead.
After what was just... Talk about putting something extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, Clark, you know, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space.
I'm startled that he would even try something like that at this stage of the game.
Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
And Clark, now's the time to do it. Continue to attack that rim.
Gibson. And he can't bank that one in.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And George, here we go. Great D that time from Gibson. Here's Snell. Here's Rose. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Rose has got his third bucket of the night.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you've played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Okay.
Some changes for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Mahimi. Hill comes in for LaVoy Allen. And it's C.J. Miles in for George Hill.
And, guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt. But still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
From deep, Miles. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First and second chance points. Second in rebounding. And they're number 2 shooting from the stripe. I'd say they've taken advantage of the charity at the free throw line.
And going back to their offensive rebounding, and that #1 ranking in second chance buckets, I think it speaks to their tenacity and physicality. They go at you. No question about that. And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Now here's Butler. He's got 5. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. Butler's got 7.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
And here are the top free throw shooting teams this month. You don't want to put these guys in the line too often. The Bulls third.
And they've had a lot of success at the free throw line, converting those at a high level. So I'd look for them to continue to attack the rim.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for Indiana. Budinger comes in for Monte Ellis. Rose kicks to Gasol for the lead. And off the glass. That one's good. 14 points for him.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
One heck of a game. I mean, guys, this has been outstanding in terms of the effort that both sides have been able to put out.
I'm looking over there at Greg. He's enjoying every second of it,
Yes,
Clark.
yeah.
Listen, the fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter. Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Now running up the court, Robinson pushing it up. They get it back. And he goes in for the dunk.
And he's just going all out to get the second chance points. Just a terrific finish.
There was no one that was getting... It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Pacers lead by 3. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the 4th quarter. Pacers leading by 3. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the 4th quarter. So the Bulls 5 right now. They've got Brooks. McDermott is out there with Mirotic. Then there's Etuan Moore. And it's Bairstow in at the 5, roaming the paint. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pacers.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Outside, George. It's back to Hill. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
Wow, the fans are really getting their money's worth tonight. What an entertaining ball game.
Up to this point, Greg, it's been almost impossible to separate these teams. I think this one's going to be close all the way.
Allen outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The shot by Mahinmi, no good. Bulls trailed by 3. To the paint. Here's Brooks. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
And Allen with the block. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Pacers lead by 4. They double him with George. McDermott with it. George picks him up. Shoots. No good from Moore.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, there were a lot of other places he could have gone with the basketball instead of forcing that shot up. In the first half, they shot a little over 30%. That's dismal. It's obviously not the start that you want to see. They've settled down here in this second half, getting some good looks, and they've started to knock them down.
Brooks kicks to Moore. No good. And Indiana will go the other way with it.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Kicks it out to Ellis. Launches a 3. Chicago grabs the miss. And they're running. There's the double team with Allen. And he gets it to go. Here's Hill. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Back to Allen.
2 minutes. 2
Indiana moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Here's the foul. It's on Mahinmi. That's his first foul. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. And Brooks, here we go. Misses from close range. Shoots from 8. Mirajic grabs the miss.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close.
Here's Moore. Finished off the break.
Unbelievable basket. I mean, giving up a lot of height there, but he was not to be denied.
Not when the game's hanging in the balance. That makes it a little different. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way on that one.
Here's Miles. Rebounded by Moore. Chicago trailing here. And here they go. It's good. This game is all even.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
And the Pacers call time here. Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. As this game approaches its finale, the outcome's still undecided. He told them, we're not far, fellas. It's within reach. Seize the moment and walk away with a win. Guys?
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Chicago calls timeout. Both teams will make substitutions. 54 seconds left in the game. Budinger dishes to Mahinmi. He feeds it to Budinger. From outside the arc. It's money from deep.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Snell from outside. The shot misses. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
You just no let up, guys. They just keep coming at you.
Well, this lead is too big to overcome. I'm going out on the limb right now. There's just not enough time left on the clock to make up the ground they have to make up.
Chicago calls timeout. They're losing by 5. 23 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know, and not only do you want to draw up a score here, but it's got to be a quick one.
Yeah, it has to be quick. They've got to convert, and then there has to be an immediate foul.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
And George, here we go.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
You know, I think he's just trying to send his team a message, you know, not willing to give up on this game just yet. Just trying to instill that fight in this group.
Yeah, hey, I'm all for giving messages and teaching lessons, and I respect that, but at some point, if it's over, it's over. I mean, you need to be looking at the next one. This one's done. Forget about it. Let's move on.
Goes up off the inbound. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
You know, give him credit for still battling here down the stretch, but I think it's too little too late.
Simply delaying the inevitable here, Greg. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
So it's Indiana picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad